You've been told you need to do your core exercises, but you can't. You've got a knee issue, a hip issue, a shoulder or arm issue. You just can't get into that front plank. You know you need to be doing them, but you're stuck. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can do effective core stability exercises while standing. My name is Dr. Jon Saunders, and I know you know how important your core stabilizer muscles are. Like all of our muscles, as we age and if we don't move that much, we start to lose a percentage of our muscle mass each year. If you have weak core stability, you are more prone to low back pain, you're more prone to injury, you'll have more difficult doing the things you like, picking up your grandkids, playing golf, even going for a walk or run will become difficult. Every single patient of mine will get corrective exercise and core stability so that they can stay healthy, independent, and pain-free long into our senior years. In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite core stability exercises that you can do comfortably and easily without any equipment. Let's get to it. A few things to start. We want to take our core, this area here, and we want to make it stiff. Almost if someone's going to punch you in the gut, you kind of tighten it up. We want to keep this stiff and keep our back in a neutral position, both from the front and the side. So we don't want to be flexing our back for this. We want to keep this nice and stiff. These exercises, you need to try to make them hard. Do not try to make them easy. And when you make them hard, you may only hold them for a few seconds, but that's okay to start. Give yourself some grace. We're going to work up very slowly here. Just getting started is half the battle. The first thing we're going to do, we're actually going to just do a little bit of warm up. We're going to do a wall crawl. All we want you to do, hands on the wall, step away from the wall, and we want to flex at the hips here, not roll the back. So we're going to just flex at the hips, and then we're going to slowly walk up the wall with our hands until we get in a nice upright position. We're going to hold this for 5 to 10 seconds and just try to visualize and start to activate your core while holding the position. And then we can come back down again. We'll flex at the hips, keeping a neutral spine, and we're going to just walk up into a nice tall position. It's a good stretch, and hold 5 to 10 seconds. And then just slowly come down. So we'll start with 2 sets of that, and then we're going to move right into the first exercise, a wall plank. For the first part, we're going to take our hands, put them in front of us, and we're going to lean into the wall, take a few steps back just to get an angle between the wall. Now remember, time under tension, make this hard. Just don't use your arms, use your core to hold this position. This might be all you need for the first 5 to 10 seconds. Our goal is to hold this for 10 seconds for 2 to 3 sets. If this is super easy for you, then you're going to come down on your elbows. Again, core tight and strong, and hold. You can even start to fire your glutes to really make sure you're getting activation. Hold this again for 10 seconds. And then we'll come off the wall, and that will be set 1. We're going to do another set. Again, the same thing. If it's very difficult, you're going to go off your arms and just keep your shoulder blades kind of tight together and activate your core. If it's easy, we're going to go down to our elbows. The further you step off the wall, the harder it gets. So that would be a progression for you. And you're going to hold this, as I say, tight core, fire your glutes for up to 10 seconds to start. For those of you struggling to do a normal plank off the floor, a wall front plank is a great place to start. So I bet you can guess what the next exercise is. It's going to be a side plank, a wall side plank. So the same thing, we're going to start off the wall, our hand kind of 90 degrees, and just lean into it. We want to keep our body straight. We don't want any swaying in or out. Nice and tight and straight. Fire your midsection. Again, this is the first step. If you're off your arm and it's becoming very easy, then we can go to our elbow. And again, the more we step off the wall, we can feel that. We're really going to be contracting the wall side, but we really want to focus on keeping this stiff, like someone's going to punch you and you're going to support that. We're going to hold this for 10 seconds. Just nice, comfortable. Try to keep your body as straight as possible. And then we can come back. So that was 1 set. Again, we want to start it with 1 set, working up to 2 to 3, holding for 10 seconds. And as it becomes easier and easier, we're going to hold longer and longer. Again, step 1, if this is difficult, this is where you'll start. If it's easy, then you're going to go right to your elbow. The further away you go, again, we want to really focus on contracting this section, keeping a neutral spine, and holding this for up to 10 seconds. And clearly we want to do both sides, unless you've been prescribed only to do a unilateral side plank, what is indicated in some types of spinal conditions. For this video though, we're going to do both sides. And from behind, same thing, we're going to step, firing the muscle. Let's make it more difficult for us. And again, really squeezing the midsection. Try to keep yourself neutral, no swaying of the hips one way or the other. Keep it nice with a neutral spine. Once you've done the warm-up, the wall, front plank and side plank, you can put these together into a roll. So we can start with a front plank, and you'll hold this for however long you're at. If you're at 10 seconds, 5 seconds, it doesn't matter. And then we can go immediately to the side plank. Again, hold for 5 to 10 seconds. And immediately to the other side. So moving along here, one of my favorites is the bird dog or the cross crawl, whatever you want to call it. You can start on a wall, but you can also do this on a chair. So I'm going to show you both variations. This takes a bit more coordinating, so it takes some practice. But basically what we're going to do, we're going to have our hands on the wall, just above kind of at our head or just slightly over our head. And we're going to start by taking one arm and one leg and pulling it off and holding for 5 to 10 seconds. And then coming back down the opposite side, 5 to 10. And really, you're really trying to, again, engage your core when you're doing this. This is a movement where you really have to concentrate to make sure you're actually firing your core. Now, for some of you, it might be difficult. You might lose your balance. So you can start by one arm, come back down, the opposite arm, leg, and make sure you're not hyperextending. You don't need to really drive that back. You really want to just fire the glute, and the same thing here. And then, as I say, as you get more coordinated and stronger, you can start to put this together. To start, you can start these movements by holding 2 seconds, but we like to really get those movements held for 5 to 10 seconds so you can really engage some of those core muscles to get the most benefit from the exercise. Now, if you're using a chair, the same thing. This might be a bit low. This is one of my children's task chairs. You can get it higher, whatever is comfortable for you, but what you want to make sure is you're not flexing forward here. You can flex at the hips. That's what the hips are designed to do. And so, again, we can come off, 1, 2, and again, 5 to 10 seconds. And the same thing. Again, trying to keep neutral spine, but really focusing on what you're trying to accomplish, which is making the exercise hard and really engaging your core and your glutes. This you can start off at 1 set. Again, holding this 5 to 10 seconds. I'm probably only holding it for 5, but encourage you to hold it for longer. You can start off by 1 set on 5 or 6 on each leg and work up to 2 to 3 sets every day. I know you can do this. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't go for perfect form. Just get in a habit. And I know over a period of time, you're going to feel much better and your future self will be much happier that you did them today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have questions, comments, or you have any ideas for future videos, leave them in the comments below. I'll do my very best to answer every single one of your questions. And if you're new to my channel and you like the content I'm putting out, maybe you'll consider subscribing to my channel by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell below. Until next time, stay strong.